Hey guys, Breg here. Today we're going to hit level 60. Yeah, there we go. Level 60. It's kind of weird hitting max level and not getting the achievements. Obviously it's classic, so we don't have achievements. But normally when you play you get some big achievement. But there I am, level 60. Now, I did play classic back in the day, but I never hit level 60, so this is quite a cool achievement. So how I got to level 60, I've been playing quite a lot the past few days, and basically I was farming a lot of dungeons, Black Rock Depths, and yeah, it's actually quite good for gold as well. So I traded my gold to my bank ult, and then I got all of this back again, so that's another 90 gold, going up sort of the last 3 levels. Plus all of these BOEs, a 15 gold one. I got this purple epic, 55 gold. Add all of these together, it's at least 100 gold. And then a load more, that's probably what, like 150. And plus a lot of this rune cloth, probably another 50 gold. So there's about 200 gold of stuff in my bags, plus almost 100 gold here. So that's 300 gold I made in sort of 3 levels in a few hours, so actually it was pretty good going. Okay guys, now what? Okay, so I am going to try and make some gold now. By the way, today is the first or second day of Zul'Gurub, I believe, so that's happened. Probably should have invested in some stuff for that. I'm sure there are some prices of some items that have gone up, but by the time I started playing Classic again, it was kind of too late for that. Anyway, I wanted to check my /played. It's not going to be very good, because, I mean, I haven't been very fast, and I've spent a lot of the time kind of scanning the auction house or professions, spent so much time on professions, so I think it's going to be quite slow. But anyway, /played is 12 days, 19 hours, so yeah, pretty bad. But to be honest, going from level 50 to 60 I was really quick when I started playing again. That was good. It's just the rest of it that wasn't so quick, unfortunately. Anyway, what I thought I would do is see what kind of potions I can still get in terms of recipes, because to be honest I only really have the cheap recipes. I don't have any of the expensive flasks or any of, well, I don't have some potions as well that I probably should get. Now I know some of the flask recipes are like 700 gold, and that's probably about half my gold right now, so I'm not going to spend half my gold on a recipe that I don't even know is going to work. So we're just going to not do that for now, but I think what I actually will do is farm some recipes. So I found a sneaky little Wowhead guide with the best endgame alchemy recipes in Classic WoW, and yeah, I need to get quite a few of these. Like I say, I don't have any of the flasks, and to buy them is very, very expensive to buy the recipes. But you need to kind of do dungeons and raids to try and get the drops, and it's probably a really low drop chance. So I don't know. We will try and farm these from some dungeons, but we'll have to see. As for the elixirs, I need to farm a couple of these, and I also need to buy some from the auction house because some of these are quite cheap. I really want Greater Arcane Elixir because that looks really profitable on my server, but I don't think they have the recipe on the auction house. We will check. What else do we have? The potions. Again, have a look and see for any of these, and then the PvP ones. I have most of these, like limited invulnerability, free action, but then there are some that I don't have. So let's have a look on the auction house and see what we can get. So, as I was saying, these are just very expensive. For example, Flask of the Titans is 700 gold on my server, which is quite crazy. However, it's important to look how profitable these things actually are. For example, Flask of the Titans itself sells for 245 gold, and it is made from 1 Black Lotus, which is 177 gold, but I could probably get them for 160. Also costs 30 Grom's Blood, which usually are, let's say, 40 or 50 silver, so it's about 15 gold, so 160 plus 15, It's 175, and the stone scale oil costs pretty much nothing to make, so it's probably about another 5 gold. So that's 180 gold probably we can make these potions for. And they sell for 245 minus the auction house cut, which would be 12, so that's about 230. So that is actually very profitable if you think about it. That's 50 gold profit per flask that we sell. Yeah, so you only have to sell sort of 12 or 14 flasks, and then you've made your gold back. So this actually is something which could be worthwhile. Sorry if that was a bit too much maths. I mean, it wasn't exactly too difficult. And you guys probably are gold makers, and gold makers usually like maths. So yeah, Flask of the Titans is definitely an option. I'm not going to buy it now because I'm just not going to spend pretty much all my gold. But I'm going to try to get some gear and stuff, and so I can get into some runs, because I think you have to make this in... Oh no, you can make it in, I think, Scholarmance, so okay, it's fairly easy to make, that's fine. But yeah, once I build up a bit more gold, I am going to invest in this, because should be able to print gold with it. Another very profitable item is Flask of Supreme Power, which right now is selling for 260 gold on my server, and it only costs 200 gold to make. So that would be 260 minus the auction house cut, which would be up to 245. So that'd be 45 gold profit each time I sell one. I'd only have to sell 2 of these to make my money back. So again, this is something that's very profitable, and this is something that I'm actually going to buy, because I think it's going to make me some gold, and it's only an investment of 87 gold. So this is definitely something that I am interested in. Flask of Distilled Wisdom is another great one, which I think I will invest in as well. Recipe is only 150 gold, and again, it's about 50 gold profit each time you sell one. So I'd only have to sell 3 to make my money back. So yet again, I think this is something I'm going to look into investing in. Now moving on to some of the potions. Some of these cheap ones I am going to buy, but unfortunately a lot of them are not so cheap. So for example, the Elixir of Greater Arcane is 800 gold, but the Greater Arcane Protection Potion is okay. Not sure how many people actually are going to use this for much, but I might as well buy it, and I could find a little niche market for it. You never know. It's quite cheap. Greater Frost Protection is another one which I think I will buy. Yeah, so I do really want the Recipe Greater Arcane Elixir, but again, it's way too expensive. It's like 800 gold. And I'm going to have to sell a lot of these to make that back, even though I know that these do sell quite a lot. So probably could sell a few of these, but again, the profit on my server is, I think, about 1 gold. So I'd have to sell, 800 just to make my money back. So I think we're going to have to give that one a miss for now. Same with the Elixir of Frost Power, way too expensive compared to the profit. The Elixir of Superior Defense is looking good at only 3 gold. Same with the Gift of Arthas, might as well buy it. I'm also going to do the Swiftness Potion just because those are quite fun, and I know a lot of people do buy those for PvP. Anyway, before I spend all my gold on flasks and potions and everything, I thought I'd just show you guys how much I have so far. So we've got 930 gold in my bags at the moment. We've also got 80 gold on my main character, so we'll call that 1,000 gold, plus whatever is in the mailbox, which is 340 gold in the first lot. The Libram thing I got from leveling up sold for 115, a couple of other transmogs for like 10 gold. Lots of my potions have sold, and a few of my tailoring gear, so that's where this sort of 350 comes from. And then I will just refresh and see what is in the final lot of mail, which is another 34 gold. So that takes us up to 1,300 plus about 80 or 90 on my main, so basically 1,400 gold we are on, which is actually pretty good. I'm quite pleased with that. 1,400 gold, and if you look on my auction house, we have a lot of things. Someone just bought my Dreamweave stuff, so that's a bit more gold incoming. And yeah, I mean, look, we've got over 1,000 gold worth of stuff on the mail. I don't know why I've got 3 lots of bright cloth pants in there. I really need to sort that out. My DSM messed up one day and it like didn't recognise what things I have, so I've ended up with 2 or 3 of some tailoring items on the auction house, which is bad because it's pretty much just wasting a deposit cost. So I need to fix that, and I will fix that. But anyway, 1,000 gold of stuff plus 1,400 gold. If that all sells, it'll take me up to almost 2,500, which would be a quarter of the way to our challenge, which is pretty good considering I only just hit level 60. But obviously right now it's only at 1,400, and I've got to get working. So anyway, let's go and spend some gold on some recipes and see what we can do. So like I said, I am going to buy some of the flasks. I'm going to buy the healer flask, because like I said, I only have to sell sort of 3 of those to make my money back. So that is going to be bought. I'll buy the resistance one just for the fun of it, and I will buy the supreme power because again, I only have to sell sort of 2 of them or something to make my gold back. Okay, so let us learn all these. That is a lot of gold I've just spent. How much have I just spent? About 270, 280, about 300 gold I just spent. But hopefully it's going to be a good investment in the long term. Look at the tasty profit on some of these bad boys. Very nice. So I can also learn the major mana potions from a vendor in Eastern Plaguelands or Western Plaguelands. One of those. So I'm just going to go over and try and purchase that because that's going to be another good investment. I'm sure I'm going to get a few comments saying some of the recipes I bought won't sell too well, which is potentially true. I'm not a classic expert by any means, but from my research they are some of the best flasks and potions you can get for endgame raiders. So in theory they should sell. I know a couple of them I bought aren't really that good, but to be honest, the main reason I bought those was because they were cheap, and I'm a bit of a completionist. I kind of wanted to just have them just in case. But the things I spent the majority of my gold on, they all seem to sell pretty well, so I'm hoping it will be a good investment. I mean, to be honest, it's going to be really... The whole point of getting to level 60 was so I could expand my gold making and start doing a lot more. And so, you know, making gold with the big flasks and stuff like that. There's no point getting to level 60 and then not trying to make the big gold, so that is what I'm going to do. I'll also probably do some farming. I do know that farming in Classic WoW is just really good. It's by far the best expansion in terms of gold per farming compared to anything else. Flipping in Classic does work, but it's not as crazy as it is in retail, whereas farming is really profitable in Classic, especially since I'm a mage. I am going to try and do some of that, and hopefully we'll get some cool things that will sell, just like I did whilst I was leveling up. I'm also kind of thinking that I should level up a new character to 35 and then get the other 2 crafting professions, leatherworking and blacksmithing, and try and make some gold with that. I kind of can't be bothered. There's a lot of effort leveling up a character to 35, and yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that, but it would make sense for the challenge because then I'd have access to all the crafting professions. I know I can't get some of the high level recipes, but once you get to level 35 you can craft most of the recipes, I believe. So yeah, we'll see if the gold making is kind of slow. Maybe I'll invest in a new character. We can try out some new professions, and yeah, it'd be cool to have all 3 of the crafting gear professions. But right now, not sure I can face leveling anymore. Right, I'm swimming over to the lake. Apparently, this is where I can buy the potion. We will see. It's probably an easy way to get here other than just swimming like a noob, but whatever. I really am such a noob in Classic. I feel like in retail I actually I kind of know everything about the game and I know what I'm doing. Whereas in Classic, I just feel like there are so many people who are just experts on Classic that I just don't really know enough. And I'm just kind of going around doing random things. Anyway, it's fun to learn on the job. Haven't really talked about the whole lockdown situation on any of my videos. I know most of the world is currently experiencing that, and it's a very strange time for everyone. So I hope everyone is staying safe and all that. Personally, not much has changed for me because for my main job, I work from home anyway, most of the time. And I mean, I'm just working from home now, so not much has changed, but I mean, I guess in terms of not being able to go out and see people and stuff, that's obviously different. But again, I live in a flat with some friends, so I probably have it quite good compared to most people, so I hope everyone isn't too bored and everything. Hopefully things will get back to normal at some point in the near future. Okay, so apparently I have to do a quest line to be able to see this guy, so hopefully it doesn't take too long. Okay, I actually have to do the dungeon. Well, that was a big waste of time. To be honest, I need to do this dungeon anyway, and I need to get in there to do my potions. I've got to go to that alchemy lab to do the big flasks. So I guess I'll knock both of those birds out with one stone, as they say, and I will do that in a little bit. Anyway, that is the alchemy stuff mostly got. Now for my tailoring stuff. Okay, this is too expensive. Couple of patterns here. The fell cloth pants definitely need. The bottomless bag is 4,000 gold, which is kind of ridiculous. It does make a lot of gold. It's about 200 gold profit per bag, or maybe even 300. No, I think about 200 gold profit per bag. So it is very profitable, but you know, no one can afford that right now. A couple of other things: the mooncloth shoulders and a mooncloth vest. We will definitely have a little look at. Okay, spent about 60 gold on patterns, but probably they'll make my money back. Anyway, let's see what profit we can make. The runecloth bags are 2 gold profit each, and I reckon they sell quite quickly, so that's going to be a fun little thing to start selling. In terms of everything else, there are a few things that can make profit, though TSM, I need to turn my TSM on because I haven't scanned in a while. But anyway, yeah, also I accidentally bought the Truth Faith vestments for priests, and it's bind on pickup, so that's useful. It only costs like 5 gold, but still. Can't do anything with those, so that's rather pointless. So I thought the final thing we could do today is just have a little look on the auction now, see if we can do any flips. We haven't done those in a while. We still have 700 gold on this character and about 300 on my mage, so we still have 1,000 gold, but we did have what, like 1,400, so we have spent like 400 gold on recipes. Like I say, I'm quite confident it will be a good investment, apart from some of the stupid things I bought. So we'll see how that goes, and in the coming days and in the next challenge, it'll be interesting to see what's happened. Have I gone crazy with all my new recipes and I'm making thousands of gold, or have I gone bankrupt because of my stupid purchases? We will have to wait and see. One thing that is interesting at the moment is the price of ghost mushrooms, which have gone up a lot. I think that's because some of the potions that use them are really popular at the moment because the new raid has just come out, something like that. Again, that would have been a good thing to flip if I was sort of prepared for it, but now I almost think it's too late, at least for today. But I'll have a look over the next few days and see what cool flips we can find. So there are a couple of flips. There's Blood of the Mountain. This is on for 17 gold. The rest of them are on for 22, and the market value is sort of 23, so that's going to be an easy sort of 4 gold profit. This used to be everything used to be a lot cheaper. It is quite crazy how much inflation happens in Classic, and yeah, I probably should have been investing in things, but whatever. Black Dragon Scale again, nothing too good to be flipped there. And there's some Wild Vine, which again is perfect to be flipped because there's a nice cut-off at 83 silver. So if I can buy out all of these for an average of 35 silver, which is less than normal, put up for 80, that's going to be 50 silver profit each, times what, about 50. So that could be a 25 gold profit if that all sells. So we will give that one a go. Where's it gone? Buy that. Buy these 12. And yeah, could be a nice little investment. But anyway guys, that is it for this video. Finally I've hit level 60, which I'm very pleased about. I've spent a lot of gold this video, but hopefully it will be worth it, and it's going to be a nice bit of investment for us. We'll see what happens next episode. So thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya!